Welcome guys to Igor, Russia. Today we have the fabulous island of Vallisaari, also known as Alexander Island, next to Suomenlinna, Sveaborg, and Alexander Island has a special Finnish Russian history, and we're gonna check it out. Please remember to subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below. Thanks for joining, let's go. During the bombing of Sveaborg in Crimean War in 1855, the English-French Navy shelled 17,000 grenades and rockets. The Russian batteries didn't let the enemy approach further. The bombing was a great lesson to Russia on the neglect of the island. So that's why they began a massive 5-decade-long fortification period.
Passengers, our next stop is Vallisaari.
Arrived over there by boat, and as soon as you get off to the island you'll see a couple of cafes and the journey continues. Don't forget the toilet. That's important. Behind me is the Valley of Death with a lot of explosives. So we're gonna be actually walking in the footsteps of the Russian Emperor Alexander II, and the tour lasts 3 kilometers, and we're gonna see some awesome pieces of Russian-Finnish military history, and of course the very diverse nature. And here you can see the pathway of linden trees which were placed here originally for the visit of the Emperor Alexander II. And this is truly unique pathway, because these linden trees were brought especially for this occasion. Just imagine, over 100 years old. Oh wow, check this out. After gaining the victory over Swedish Sveaborg, the island between the fortresses Main Island and Santa Hamina was quickly equipped with some temporary cannons. The Sveaborg was in high alert in 1853 because it was preparing for war, so it was time to fortify the island. During this time period they had 9 land embankments built and 9 batteries. And in this yard, the Russian soldiers were drilled. Alexander Battery is the sturdiest fortification structure of Vallisaari, also known as the Alexander Island, which was actually named after his son Tsezarevich, which means heir to the crown. Before the Alexander's battery was built, the previous batteries in this spot had several names: Heir Battery, Upland Battery, and Raise Battery. You gotta admit the Alexander Battery has the best sound to it. guns of Alexander Battery were initially placed in casemates and fortified vaulted chambers, but were soon moved on to the top of the rampart. The casemates were built into shelters for troops and storehouses, and the brick walls were covered with sand. Водичка, смотри. We cannot guarantee the hygiene of these toilets. Let's check it out. I'm afraid actually to get inside, but hey, this is okay. We are now at the Gibraltar of North. It was then called the opposite battery because it stood the opposite of Kustaanmiekka of the Sveaborg main island. First of the 9 batteries were built here at Kustaanmiekka part of the island. If you occupy Vallisaari, you were able to actually shoot at the fortress. This is why the Russians decided to create this expansion of the fortress to Vallisaari also. So here's a picnic area, but check out the view. Over there is the Sveaborg fortress. You can check out the episode I made about the Sveaborg fortress and the Russian history. And there you can see a part of a small Finnish submarine, which is, I believe, is the only of its kind in Finnish marine history. This island is definitely one of my favorite places to visit. It's still relatively untouched, and a lot of places are off limits. If you're gonna visit Vallisaari and Kuninkaansaari, number 1, bring your good shoes. Number 2, bring some water. We are searching for the lake, which is supposed to be really beautiful. Okay, if the road is not restricted, I guess we can go. Russian. Oh wow. How cool is this? Here we are. We actually arrived to the lake. Inside the island of Vallisaari, there's 3 lakes. And two of them natural and one of them man-made. And this is the bigger one, I believe. And this is the lake that the Russian forces took their drinking water from and transferred them to the boats, to the ships, which were located at the fortress of Sveaborg, right stone thrown away. This is unique lake because we're in the Gulf of Finland, inside the Gulf of Finland, and the island has drinking water, pure water in this lake. This is really cool. This house gives me chills. Oh yes, I see something very familiar. Now this is awesome. Are we able to see inside? Finnish artillery. Something was located here. But I can tell you that this is a Russian old barrack building. Let's get behind the building. I'm underdressed for this occasion. Let's go through there.